But
Yeah.
I said I didn't have nothing to do with it. So anyway,
Yeah.
I stayed 2 weeks, and then by the time I got back, all this Myra had gone through that part, and she got home about the same time I could, and so I had to take care of her, then by the time I got home, and we lived in that little house on Porterville down that River Road, where Marvin
Statler?
lived on at that time. That they go down there.
The one by the graveyard?
And we lived in that little house on the corner, and I lived there, and the way that house is made, the bedroom was here, and then there's a hall in between, and the porch out to the front, back, and another bedroom here. So that kind of represented her away from the boys, so I take care of her more, like that.
So it kind of separated you guys, so you...
Yeah, and then to come find it out, they both come down with Scarlett Fever at the same about the same time she got home from the hospital. So we definitely had to keep her
away,
out, isolated a little
Who
bit.
Who came down with Scarlett Fever?
So, we had a rough time. We've had some rough times, I'll tell you.
Boy, people wouldn't know what to do today.
I know.
They stick their finger and they want somebody to come and rescue them.
I know.
Who got the Scarlett Fever? Who came down with that?
Huh?
Who got Scarlett Fever?
Well, John Alton got it first, and then Larry had it too, and on top of that, Al had surgery. He had a hernia surgery in between there, and I had to.
You had to take care of all of them, huh?
I had a rough time.
Now we know why you're a nurse. Now we know why you became a nurse. Because you were taking care of them anyways.
Had to.
You may as well.
That's for sure.
Yeah, you had more training than our other nurses. Oh, wow. So you're,
I loved bedside nursing.
Did you? Get to know your patient and take care of them?
But I don't like the way they do surgery now. I mean, now they don't have no. You don't have no.
No. If the patient
goes, it's all.
Yeah, they don't
push button thing, and you don't even hardly understand the people at all.
Yeah. Well, you know.
So I'm glad I got out of nursing.
Yeah. Well, they needed people like you in
Before
there.
I got to that bad.
They need teachers
I really
like
liked
you.
bedside nursing.
Now you were saying earlier Commodore.
Commodore.
You were talking about Commodore, right?
Yeah.
Yesterday. All right. Who was Commodore again?
Commodore Glover. Well, the one I told you about last night was my uncle, Commodore Gates.
Gates. Okay.
But Commodore Glover was my mother's sister married a Don his name, Don Glover.
Okay.
And
that your aunt married him.
And Mary Ann, my aunt was Mary something. And anyway, so Commodore Glover was my cousin. Okay. My first cousin. Okay. And he had a son, I think he was just about a year older than me. And he worked with Al at the bakery a little bit, and then he went in the service after that, and then he lived in the Bay Area. They moved to the Bay Area. Then they moved to after Commodore retired, he moved in Modesto, and so he's buried right there close to where Ron is.
Galbraith?
Yeah, right there, really close to the, because I know Vera died after he did. He died first, and then she died. They're both buried there.
Yeah.
So I'd like to go over tomorrow to the cemetery and see if they have one. James Virgil is their son, and I've lost sight of all of them. That little boy I showed you that picture last night or maybe it's the other Chuck. But anyway, said it was common Virgil Glover's grandson, and but I don't know whether he had cancer of the prostate when Al died, but he was doing real good, and I had anything of him. I had a letter. I used to have a letter from him all the time, and then I got it Christmas 2 years ago now. I got my Christmas card back, and so I haven't been able to get a hold of nobody. So I don't have any. So
you don't even know. You don't even know what happened to him then. If he's at home or something happened to him or.
So.
Well, I don't know.
Might do
I have a hard time
for the local
calling.
obits.
Anyway, people knows how to look up these things.
That's what we were thinking
find
about.
all this stuff.
If we had internet access, we could look for it, but we don't have the access.
Commodore Glover is a grandson.
What city?
Modesto.
Modesto, Commodore Glover in Modesto?
My sister.
That's who we'd be looking for?
Yeah.
Virgil Glover?
Is it Virgil Glover or is it?
It was James Virgil Glover.
Okay.
In Modesto. We'll look it up.
His son.
I'll look it up later when I'm
was Roddy
on my phone. Yeah.
Glover.
Ronnie.
And he's worked for the police thing there, Main Street of San Francisco.
Oh, okay.
But his wife worked at the Bank of America, and she was the head of that, and they lived in Concord because they don't like to have their employees have the same place to live as they did for police, I guess.
Right.
And so anyway, they bought some property up here on all up above the pass.
Grapevine?
Oh, I can't think of the name of the town, but she's going up the Reno. You turn off in there to one of those
Tahoe?
little towns.
Oh.
And they bought some property, and they all of them was going up there together.
Yeah.
For Commodore even died, and I just lost. But see, and the same way with Frank Gates. Now that's the other. That's Commodore Glover. Commodore Glover. I mean Gates is his dad, and I had all of them. Now, one of his sons was Larry